Hey, Facebook.
Hey, Facebook.
What up, YouTube?
Hello, YouTube.
It's Angie.
And Renee.
Ah, yes. And we are here to talk about it.
Yes, we are.
Talk about it.
Oh my gosh. So we're doing our thumbs up, thumbs down segment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yay. Oh my gosh. There go Miko. Hey, Miko.
Hey, Mika. I can't. I was trying to get on. Um, is this something on my end? I keep freezing.
No, you're not frozen.
I thought so.
No, you're not frozen. All
Oh.
right. You ready to get started?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. So, what we got? What we got? What we got?
Wait, are we still live? Because it said the live has ended.
No, we live. I
Okay.
see it.
All right. Don't pay me no
Jeffrey
mind.
Henderson. Hi, Jeffrey Henderson. He's watching. Hi.
Hello. All
Yes.
right. You
Yes.
ready?
All right. Let's get this party started. All right, y'all. We need your thumbs up, thumbs down. So get them ready. All
Yes.
right. Let's
Let's
start.
go. Oh my gosh. Tamiko, I really want to see what you got to say about this one. Hi, Juanita.
Hey,
Okay.
Juanita.
So this is our thumbs up, thumbs down. So we need y'all, we want to see some thumbs up or down. This one right here, a Black woman lived in a luxury high rise apartment. Her grown daughter was at the pool and she started twerking. And the lady was just complaining because she was saying she pays $2,600 a month. Her child is an adult. And why are you threatening to evict me because my daughter's at the pool twerking? And the mom was just like, they're doing this because I'm Black.
Mhm.
So, what's your feedback? What do you all think?
You want me to go?
You go.
So, okay. So as I was reading through this, right? It seems like this is not the first time that they have been approached about things that that are going on, but these but their other residents can do some things and they're not approached about them,
Mm-hmm.
right? The way that they are. So I'm kind of like, number one, as far as what the daughter is concerned, and I get it, you're at the pool, you want to have fun with your friend, with your friends. Um, but if are there other kids around? Was the twerking like, was it, a little fun thing, or was it kind of a little racy? And when I say racy, like, a little too promiscuous if kids were around. Um, so we just have to be mindful of the environments that we're in. And I'm not saying that anybody should not be allowed to enjoy themselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is a public place. So when we're in a public environment, we can't always do the same things that we would do if this were a private home, right? So we just sometimes have to be mindful of our actions, especially if there's, children around or something like that. And we know that twerking could be a simple, or it could be so we got to be careful of that. The other thing is that if they have been targeted, then I can understand why she would totally be upset. Because it seems like they have been, you know, coming and doing a lot of complaining about them, but the other people don't always, get the same response as they do. So I
Yeah.
would pack up my stuff and take my $2,600 and go live somewhere else where I was wanted and appreciated. I don't think that we should spend our money or our time or our energy in places that we're not wanted. And that doesn't mean that we don't fight for what it is that we want, but that's $2,600. Go and buy your own house.
Okay. I agree with buy your own house for that. But I guess my thing is also um it comes with maturity.
Mm-hmm.
Once you mature, you get to a certain point. We all joke and laugh and have fun. But
Right.
believe me, I have fun, I joke too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a time and a place for everything.
Correct.
And you're paying $2,600 a month, a luxury luxury high-rise apartment.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, the standards are going to be a little bit more different than they are if you're paying $500 a month for rent.
Right.
So I guess for me, I don't think she should have been evicted. I think they should have had some type of mediation, like warnings. But I do know that the standards are pretty high for certain places when you are in a luxury environment.
Right.
And unfortunately, we're already looked at because of the color of our skin. So that's
Yes.
another thing.
Yes.
People are already looking like, does she really belong here? So
Right.
it's just your mindset has to change as you mature. And at 21, I know for me at 21, I was one that people ready to knock my head off. So 21, you
Right.
really don't have the maturity. Some
Right.
do, some don't. So I this is a tricky one.
It is. And
Yeah.
that's why I say it is tricky. I mean, because on one side I want to put thumbs up. Well, I
Yeah.
don't no, I don't let
Not
me
because
take
I
it
don't
back.
agree with working at the pool, but
Well, I
uh,
don't agree with twerking at the pool,
but
but I don't agree with them evicting. So that's why I'm
yeah,
kind of like, I think they took it way to the extreme.
yeah,
But on both parts, we're only hearing one side of the story.
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't know. I'm kind of in the middle. I would like to, before I give thumbs up or thumbs down, I need to know more info. So I'm with Lashana. Yeah, I don't know if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm gonna
Yeah,
put it in the middle.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna research a little more because I'm curious to see what happened. Tamiko said true. So
Yeah. I
yeah,
still think she need to take her $2,600 and go purchase her own home.
I
How about
definitely
that?
I
Get a
definitely
condo
yeah.
or a townhouse with a pool in the back, and they can do all this working they want to. All right, we ready to go to the next one?
Yeah, let's go to the next one.
All right. You want me to read or you gonna read?
You read this one.
Okay. So I said this about an ugly behavior fifth grader the other day. She is smart and nasty and will grow up to be powerful and hateful. Watch out, world. And so this was saying, not going to be real popular for this statement, but undisciplined children grow up to be undisciplined and disrespectful adults.
Thumbs up or thumbs down, people. Woo, it is definitely a lot to be said in this statement. Woo, I think that it has truth to it because a smart, nasty person, whew, that's a dangerous combination. It is a dangerous combination. And to me, if you're a child and you're disrespectful at a child's age,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a recipe for disaster.
Agree. Because you need to be held accountable. And yeah, I think that if we don't nip it in the bud early, then yeah, I mean, that is true. Undisciplined children grow up to be undisciplined and disrespectful adults
Yeah.
because there's never been any, they don't know any boundaries.
Yes.
And they
That's
think
it.
that it's okay for them to just do and say whatever it is that they feel.
Yeah.
Because it gets on my nerves. I hate when people be like, I keep it 100. Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Or I'm speaking my truth. No, you're speaking your truth. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's the
It's
truth.
true. You're
And
right.
just because this is your truth doesn't mean that you
Mhm.
have to be nasty with it,
You're
right?
right.
So it's really all in how we how we communicate certain things, and the delivery means a lot. So yeah, heavy on the shut up. Yep, they form their personalities between 3 and 5 years of age.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
Because you can see, so I see some kids where they're hitting their parents. And if they're doing that at a young age, they
Right.
grow up to be adults who hit their parents.
Yeah, they do. And like, yeah. I mean, I really believe I really believe that, like, we have to nip it in the bud as
Yeah.
early as we can.
Yeah.
This school year we learned about temperaments. And so we
Mhm.
know that we're all, the temperaments there, all have these temperaments that we've been born with. These are God-given temperaments. But as we grow, our environment and then our needs,
Mhm.
they will form our personality,
Yes.
and then our character. And so it's like, as parents, we have to know, because it says unmet needs will
Mhm.
they become downfalls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where you get the disrespect, because somebody, they need that attention and maybe they're not getting it. And so sometimes kids act out just to get
Mhm.
any kind of attention.
Yeah. But
Right.
that's the worst thing in the world to me, and it drives me crazy. An
Mhm.
adult having a temper tantrum. You
Yeah.
are however old you are, and you're acting out and you're having a fit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you right there. You have your
Right.
little temper tantrum, and
Right.
when you come back down to earth and realize that I'm not paying attention to you, then we can
Right.
talk.
Right. Yeah. I just yeah, we need to nip it in the bud. But also, as we become adults and we mature, that was the key word that you used in with the last one. As
Yeah,
we mature, we don't, just because that was the way that that it happened, and oh, I've always been like this. Yeah, but how far has it gotten you?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And if you know that it's wrong, you know that you continuously hurt people because they tell you. And I mean, the whole world can't be wrong.
no, no,
Yeah. When you're the common denominator, then
it's
it's
you.
it's you.
Yeah. And that goes to self reflection. If I'm
Mm.
always saying it's everybody else and afraid
Right.
to say, okay, Renee, you got to look at yourself. What are you doing or not doing?
Right.
Then it's a problem when we can't do that.
Exactly. Agree. So this is a thumbs up for me.
Yes, it is.
Um Now, I'm glad that she put in parentheses behavior, because now that is a statement that I agree with too. Ugly people doesn't mean that it's ugly on the outside. It's your
Yeah.
behavior. And I know I've said this probably a million times. Shallow Hal, and it showed about, it showed who you were on the
Yeah.
inside, and it showed up on the outside. Or that's how he saw people.
And that's what happens though. It shows
Mhm.
up on the outside. I don't
Yeah.
care how you try to dress yourself up and fix yourself up. Your personality, if you're mean, if you're nasty, if
Yeah.
all of that reflects in your talk,
Yeah.
you can't cover that up.
No, no. It's just a stinky, just a shiny, stinky. A shiny, stinky.
She used shiny, stinky, stinky like 3 times. We'll go with the stinky, stinky.
Stinky. All right. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. All right. All right. Go on.
Whew. Okay. A very popular pastor posted this: Saints and ain'ts. My prior post has caused a lot of conversation and controversy. However, if you believe tattoos are sin and will take you to hell, that's your conviction and you live with it. However, you eat shrimp, lobster, pig, and wear wigs and weaves. If tattoos is sin, we are all in trouble. Your polyester is a sin, if so. The fact that you keep having having to have stomach bands so that you can lose weight, no condemnation, is adjustment of your body. So stop the judgment and be open to the fact that you could have learned it wrong just because you like who taught you by grace through faith, signed a proud graces. So he's basically he posted that he got tattoos. This is a very popular pastor, and he caught a lot of backlash about this. And this was his response to people saying, "You're a pastor. You're have all these different churches. You shouldn't have gotten a new tattoo." And this was the response.
Okay, so LaShawna said it's the tone for me.
Yeah.
And I mean, but I guess so he's defending himself. At this time, I mean, if he's gotten a whole lot of backlash for him getting a tattoo, right? And we know that people can be very mean on social media. I have read like some of the posts that people put, and I'm like, oh my gosh, y'all are taking it way there. At this point, I feel like he's defending himself, and he's absolutely right. If you believe that tattoos are going to take you to hell, then that's your conviction. And if, but I mean, you're doing a lot of other things that it says in the Bible not to do, right? So, who are you? So, here you are trying to take the splinter out of my eye when you have a plank in yours. So if he's coming at them for being judgmental and trying to send him to hell, which we none of us have that to send anybody to heaven or to hell, then I can kind of see, where he's like, stop with the judgment. Now, we know that the Bible has so many different versions. And we know that it can, if you read one, it has this, it says this. If you read another, it says this. Yes, we do know that in the Bible it says that you are not to, what does it say? Mark up your body, do, all this lavish stuff. So I guess he's like, don't come for me if I ain't coming for you.
Yeah, and I agree. We do tend to magnify certain sins over this sin.
Mm-hmm.
You hear about this, you hear about that. So no sin is greater. If
Right.
you steal a Maserati versus you steal a piece of candy, you're still stealing.
Right.
But the fact that when you decide that you're going to be a leader,
right,
I'm taking this responsibility on. You've chosen me, God, to lead people. You've chosen me to represent you, to be your mouthpiece. We are all accountable for what we speak out of our mouth.
Indeed.
And it's the way that it came across, because I can say to you, Angie, don't get a tattoo. Or I can say, you're going to hell if you get a tattoo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which one are you going to listen to? And it's just the tone, like LaShawna said, but also it's the fact that we have to be mindful if we offend even the least.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful, because are you taking the word and making it fit what you wanted to fit?
Of course.
And that's why I said we have to be careful. I mean, if you want to get a tattoo, that's on you.
Right.
But you still have to be mindful that you're not offending people.
Right. Now that I do agree with that. right? Because yes, if you're in leadership, you are held to a a different standard,
Yes.
because now you have people who are following you,
Yes.
right? I mean, we're all the hands and feet of Jesus Christ. We're here to share the love, right? But
Yes.
if you are in a leadership position, yes, you do have to be very, very mindful, because you have, and if he's a very popular
Yes.
um
Yeah.
pastor,
He has
then he does
churches.
have to. But you said something. You said that if he was chosen, but has he really been chosen? Or did he put himself in that position?
And I can honestly say that he is very anointed. He's anointed. I would
Okay.
never take that from him, anointed. But there are times that we can be called and we can be appointed and we can be anointed, but we may not be at the maturity level to walk into something.
Amen. Mm-hmm.
Because if you are at a certain age, and I'm whatever age God called you at, I'm not taking anything from you. Believe me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But certain maturity is maturity. It goes back to, it's like maturity is what it is for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it could have been expressed in a different way.
Right.
Because if this post right here was to turn 5 people away, this is the main reason why. And I know people was on it. This is why I don't go to church. This is exactly why I don't go to church, even though they're looking for an excuse.
Right.
But we have to be careful, because this can really turn people away.
So my question would be, okay, you wanted to go get a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
You decided to go get a tattoo. Did you have to tell that to everybody? Like,
Not
what was
even
what was
telling.
the purpose?
You
What was the
see it.
purpose?
You
Oh,
see
wait,
it.
where's the tattoo? I don't want to know. Never mind. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
see it. That's what I'm saying. And we have to know, it's one thing if you're battling with something. If you're battling with something and you're hiding it, that means that I'm not comfortable with this. But if
Right.
you're at the place where I got a tattoo, what? You don't care.
Right.
There's no convicting you because I got it. I'm showing it. I don't care.
Right. Well, I wasn't saying to hide it.
Yeah.
Right. There's just some things that we do, that we say, that we feel, that we don't have to express that to everybody.
Everybody. I
You don't
agree.
need to know what I had for dinner tonight.
It's maturity, because I used to be,
Right.
I felt the same way. I had to speak everything that came to mind. But as I
Yeah.
began to mature and realize in life, everything is not for everybody. And everything does not have, that you think does not have to come out your mouth.
Right.
And it
Right.
took me time to realize that, but it's maturity.
Right.
That's why you
Yeah.
can't follow everybody too. I don't want everybody. I will not follow everybody. I won't.
No, you can't. But you
No,
can't. Because you
no.
be all over the place. You be cuckoo for Cocoa Puff.
Yes.
Yes. Why touch
Yes.
your body? What's the reason?
And I'm gonna put myself out there. First lady, she asked that question. Before I got saved, I was literally going to get my name tattooed on my neck.
What?
Yes, I was. And now I'm like, why would you get your name tattooed on your neck? Now I'm like, that was the stupidest thing you could have ever thought of. Yes, I was literally going to get my whole name big like this tattooed on my neck. And I'm like, God saved me just in time. And the reason why I wanted it, I'm serious, because I was literally about to go. And even when I do have one tattoo, but when I was not saved. But when I got the tattoo, I just wanted it because I was like, everybody is doing it. I need a tattoo to, in the summertime to show my arm. But yeah, I was gonna get it on my neck, just like so people could look at my neck.
So you just wanted a permanent name tag on your
Yes,
neck.
when I say I got, Jesus,
With that,
time.
well, Renee, that's not the worst. That's not the worst. I've seen somebody. I saw somebody with a tattoo on their neck, and it was, yeah. I was like, why would you call yourself that? Like, it
But
was,
you know what?
yeah.
When
So
you
Mhm.
When you're not in like your right mind, or when you're out there in the world, those things are attractive to us. I know it was attractive to me, tattoos and ink and stuff. But my once I matured and my mindset started to change, I'm like, I don't want all that stuff on my body. Because what
Right.
looks like an apple now, when you get older, that thing gonna be like this.
It's gonna be a fried apple
People are like, what is that on you? So
with
you
some
gotta,
raisin. It's
yeah,
a-
you gotta think about that stuff.
well,
You get that,
but
yeah,
they don't. They don't. And I'm
no,
going. And I'm going to be very. So I have a tattoo as well, and I am I am just like, what she say? If you want to make a statement, put it on a shirt. How about that?
$20
Love
instead
it
of
first.
200 and something dollars.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Yeah, it will save you a lot of money.
Yes.
But and I so I'll be honest, I some tattoos I do like. I think that they look nice. I think that, and I have wanted to get another tattoo, but then I'm like, no, I I don't think so. I've kind of been on the fence, and then it's like, no, not going to do it. I mean, I think that some of them are look nice. I don't think that they're ugly, but I just that's something you
Remember?
got to pray about it, and you get on my nerves. What? Yeah, look, what?
Yeah, they would look like Renee right about now. I would have got it too.
Right. So you so silly. But I think with those things, go pray about it.
Yeah, man.
If you're in a leadership position, you definitely have to be mindful of the way, the things that you do. And you also have to be mindful of the way that you respond to things, because, okay, it caused a lot of conversation and controversy. He didn't have to respond at all. If it's a
No,
he or she,
no,
they didn't have to respond at all.
no. That's why I
Let them
said,
talk.
and that's why we have to, that's why I said we have to be careful and mindful, because we are held accountable at a greater level than any other person
Yeah,
when you decide that you're going to be in leadership.
right,
And it's like certain things you want to put on. So once you put something on social media, even if this post was deleted, I screenshot it because I was like, okay, we could use it. It
right,
never goes away. So if
right,
you're planting seeds like this to people, some people are really going to question, do I really want to be under this person? Because if you're
right,
doing this to somebody you do not know,
right,
imagine, would you do this to me if I was under you?
right. Yeah, the lines are blurred in Christianity, and
Yes.
that's and they are, because now we live in a society where, it's like, oh, just let the people be let everybody be your best self. We still
And
we have standards that we have to live by,
yes.
right? And
Yes.
as Christians, as followers of Jesus Christ, we have we have standards that we should be living by. And and yes, it does get blurred, because now everybody is has taken it, and they want to put their spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
you know we can't not include certain people, and no, you can't call that a sin, because it's all, yes, it's all a sin, and we all fall short. But that doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to come to you and say, Renee, now you shouldn't have put that post up there like that, talking about these people in their wigs.
Yeah, I agree. But you know what? It's sad because there are lines when it comes to Christianity. But when you start a job, a place of employment, and they give
Mm.
you that manual and they say,
Come
and
on.
this is what you do, this is what you do not do, this is what you wear, this is the dress
Right,
code. There is no, let me think about trying to see if I can wear jeans today if they said you could only wear it on Friday.
right,
No, you already know. I need my paycheck. This is what the
right,
line, these are the rules. I have to follow them, or I'm not gonna get the job, or they're gonna fire me.
That's
So why
right.
is it that we feel like if we are part of a church, a ministry, whatever the case may be, I'm going to try to push the envelope. I know what I should do, but yet this is what I want to do. So you're telling me you have more respect for your job than you do for God or for the house of God or whatever the case may be. And it shouldn't be that way.
It should not be that way. I totally agree with that. It shouldn't be that way. You know you couldn't go. You know you can't get away with that.
No,
You be
no.
yeah. You know you couldn't get away with it. You went it. You better take them flip flops off and put on some closed toe shoes. Coming up here and here this office.
Thank you.
I'm gonna write you up.
What we got
But
now?
yeah, but I don't know. Okay, we'll let it go. Cause yeah, I was gonna say we get into it's a great thing, and it's a great thing, and then it can be a hindrance too for people's growth. But because some people just will, yes, with the
Yes.
don't judge me card, they come with I didn't forgot what I was gonna say. I really did. That's right. Yep, we were just gonna keep it going. I'll think of it later. All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right.
Oh my gosh. This one right here. We need the thumbs up, thumbs down opinion. We need it.
All right.
When we read, are you gonna read it?
I'll read.
Okay.
Okay. So, ladies, pay attention. A man calling you baby names, a baby means nothing. A man moving in your house means nothing. A man calling you his girlfriend means nothing. A man giving you a baby means nothing. And I'm about to hurt some feelings with this next one. A man marrying you means nothing. You know what means something? A man changing himself, his lifestyle, and his ways to keep you. That's what means something.
When I saw this, I said, I looked to get a female posted this. And this just goes to show we have really twisted a lot of things. A lot of things. I agree with the baby, all that stuff, the house, the girlfriend, all that stuff. I agree with that. But when you get down to the part where you're saying somebody marrying you means nothing, you have no respect for yourself and you have no respect for anybody else that's on your timeline that you posted this. Because this right here, no truth whatsoever. But the fact
Yeah.
is, though, you have some people who are taking this and making it. I couldn't believe this was shared over 30 times.
Of course it was. And it was probably shared by a bunch of bitter people. Because that right there, that says a lot of bitterness to me. That post means almost nothing. There is yeah, there's some bitterness in there. So it's we can't say that a man marrying you means nothing. So this is probably coming from a woman who may have been married before and her husband may have cheated on her or left her or whatever it was, or she was a side chick. I mean, you don't know. I don't know what the person's backstory is. Um, yeah, a female wrote this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so that's why I say it's somebody who's been hurt. And we have to be careful when we're putting stuff out here in the atmosphere. Hurt
Yeah.
people hurt people.
Yes.
And
He'll
then
be
you had this shared by 30 other hurt people who have then posted it and then showed it to 300 other more hurt people or people who are like, yeah. So, yeah, I'm not going to say that it means nothing. And for it to say a man changing himself, his lifestyle, and his ways to keep you, um,
I
because then it's going back to now when you're single or when you get married, there are
mhm.
certain things that yes, no longer you would do as a married person, but that's
Mhm.
a choice that you make.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to force anybody to change themselves, right? And
Yeah.
and it because yes, people can be delivered from certain things, right? You have some people who just, some men who just love a lot of women. You have some women who love a lot of men. I
Mhm.
mean, so for her to say a man changing himself, his lifestyle, his ways to keep you,
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just a lot of bitterness in here for me because I'm like I said, this came from a bitter woman who either she was a side chick and she thought that the married man was gonna leave her and he
Mhm.
didn't, or she was the wife and he did something. That's my thing.
Yeah, I agree. It's a thumbs down for me.
Yeah,
That's why it's important to know who you are. It's important to know what you want out of a relationship, what your expectations are.
right.
And it's important to have a foundation. To say that marriage means nothing, that's scary for somebody to even speak that out their mouth. Because my question is, when you get married, are you going to take that serious?
Yeah, but well, like I said, the person that she married probably did not, or the
Yeah,
person that she was sleeping with that was married did not. So
yeah,
there are some people who don't take marriage, they don't take it serious. It's a
yeah,
vow, and it's not just a vow that you made to the other person. It's a vow that you both made to God.
yeah.
So you said, we're going to make this work.
Hmm.
And yes, we may have times, and trust me, it's been plenty of times that both myself and my husband have been on the ledge. And he probably wanted to push me off, and I wanted to push him too. But but we've learned to go to this. This is a prime example of why when you are in places like that you go and you seek wise counsel.
Yeah.
Because if this is the way that you felt, call your good girlfriend and say it. But don't post this crap all over the place with your better self.
And that's the problem. Social, oh gosh, this is the problem too. Social media is not a diary.
Right.
Get
It's
you a
not.
journal, write. And I put stuff on social media too, but I post, my family stuff like that. Sometimes, I might be like, and I'm like,
Right. Right. Right.
I'm so
Yeah.
I'll write it, I'll call, I'll text, but everything is not for social media.
Yeah. It's
It's
not.
not.
Yeah.
And this
It's
is
not.
something you should have said to your friend, and she could have been like, you know what? Let's have a talk because I need to talk some sense into you.
Yeah. You need to be healed. Because that's what this sounds like to me. And I'm
Yeah.
praying for whoever this was that posted this. I
Yeah.
am praying that you can be healed, that your heart can be restored, that your
Yes.
mind, all of that can be restored. Give it to Jesus, baby. Because
Yeah.
he will
And
be
get
able
a
to fix
journal. Get a journal.
it. Give it to Jesus and get a journal.
Yes, get a diary. We need to get back to the
Yeah.
paper diaries because some stuff that I see like this and other
Right.
stuff, I'm like, that's not everybody's business on social media. It's not.
Well, she thought she was helping somebody.
Yeah, she helped somebody already. Somebody deleted.
Let's
Just
go on and go to the next
a
one. Renee
mess.
is heated.
A mess.
Renee is mad.
Yeah, this right here is just, oh
So
God.
we all agree that's a thumbs
Yeah, that's
down.
a thumbs down for me for sure. There's no
Yeah.
lines. It's down.
All right. We ready?
Yep.
What's the next? Oh, go on, girl.
Whoo, child. Okay. It's a day for mothers, not females. Mother is a title that some of us parents were forced into by unworthy partners. My youngest, 19, celebrate with me, my mother and my sister. He chooses to honor me on Mother's Day because I've earned it. I don't celebrate Mother's Day because I choose to, but I let my children honor me because they choose to. I earned it. And any woman that plays both roles also earned to celebrate both Mother and Father's Day. Anyone that's super supportive about this subject is probably not living up to the role of one of the titles. So they have an issue issue with the other parent being honored on both days. I would say handle your business and you don't have to worry about this being an issue. Respect to all single parents holding it down for their kids, being everything that they need. So basically, the person is saying that she needs to be celebrated on Mother's Day and Father's Day. Angie?
So a mother is a mother and a father is a father. And I know that, some single mothers, or even, the fathers weren't there, and they're like, you're a mother. And that's why they have a day, to celebrate mothers. But we should be celebrated like every day. Like mothers are celebrated every day. So I do not agree when, when people, I've seen it on posts before where they're like, Happy Father's Day to all the single mothers. You're not a father. You're a mother. Stop it.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to feel like when my children were younger, I used to feel like I should have been celebrated on Father's Day because I was doing doing both roles. But as I matured, I realized, like you said, that a mother is a mother and a father is a father. Even though you may be in a position where you have to be the mother and the father and take care of things, as that responsibility. But there is a difference between celebrating a mother on Mother's Day and a father on Father's Day. But it took for me to get to a certain place and level of maturity to understand that and to accept it. And it took me some time to heal so that I can accept the fact, okay, I don't need to be celebrated on Father's Day. I'm doing what I need to do. If you celebrate me on Mother's Day, good. If not, guess what? I'm still a mother. But it takes maturity, and it takes speaking from a place of healing to say, I don't feel like I should be celebrated on Father's Day. But it's a no for me.
Yeah, it's a no for me.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you feel that the father has not played their role,
Yeah.
They weren't very present, but you're the mother.
Yeah.
And we can even say, and I know that as a single parent,
Yeah.
you say, oh, well, I'm the mother and the father. No, you're the mother
Yeah.
who's on double, triple duty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so no, it's a thumbs down for me.
Yeah. It's a thumbs down for me too. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
So, and then we got a lot of bitter people. It's a
We
day for
do.
mothers, not females. Mother is a title that some of us parents were forced into by unworthy partners. That if you let your kid hear that, your child hear that, got to be
Yeah.
careful with your words.
You do, you do, and that's why I said for me, it took me to. I didn't understand or want to accept it until I came to a place where I let stuff go, unforgiveness and bitterness and anger and all of that go. I was able to accept it. But when you're speaking from a place of, like you saying, you was forced into motherhood, like, no, like, yeah, that's why sometimes it's best to keep your mouth shut when you're going through certain things and not speak from a place of hurt. Because once you speak it and it's out there, words are hard to take back.
They definitely are. Yeah, they are. So that's a no. Everybody says no. You're not a father. All right. So you ready for the next one?
I'm afraid. What we got next?
You ready for the next one? How does one be forced to be a mother? Patrice, we're going to go ahead and go to the next slide.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to go to the next slide.
Before you go to the next slide, sometimes when you feel like you in love and people in love, you can't tell them nothing. And you're like, you need to slow down. I think you need to open your eyes and look and pay attention.
Right.
When we feel like we're in love, you can't tell people nothing. Then once the woo-ness wear off, you like, what was wrong with me? Like, we tried to tell you.
Listen, when them blinders come off,
yes,
and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah,
Like,
we tried to tell you.
you be like, the lights turned on and what just happened?
Yeah. You see a lot of stuff that you didn't see at first.
Yeah.
Next.
All right. Moving right along. Okay. So this was a lot. So we're just really, we can give you like an overview of it because like they had a lot of stuff to say. Um, so this was talking about like parents who refuse to give their kids smartphones. And so as we know, our phones are little computers. We wake up with them, we go to sleep with them, we go to the bathroom with there. It's everything. It's our everything. Um, and so this is a group of parents who have decided that until their child reaches 18, they're not going to give them a smartphone. Because I think there was a psychiatrist or a psychologist who's also, one of the parents, and she was saying that, she sees how some of her patients, they come in, she's a child psychologist or psychiatrist. Her patients come in and they have so filled with anxiety and so many other things that are going on with them that are really attached to them having these smartphones because they're open to everything. So, that if you have your phone, you have your social media, you have, and at that age, they have a lot of cyberbullying. And then with, there's pornography, there's things that, children shouldn't be seeing that, they're just exposed to so much at a young age. So, some of them were saying that, it has been really hard for them, but they had to stick to the decision of not giving their kids until they turned 18. And they were like, at that point, they can, if they want to buy a smartphone, they can, but they're not going to do it. And it's caused even a lot of ruckus. Like one of the little girls or young ladies, she was saying that it has even caused her to, I think she's in a dance class. Was it dance or gymnastics? Do you
I think it
remember?
was dance.
So she's in a dance class and
Mhm.
she feels left out a lot of times. Because the group they're sending chats and text messages to one another. She's left out of a lot of things.
Yeah.
On their breaks, they're on their phones. She doesn't have one. And even with in class, because I think one of the little girls, she was saying, she goes to a school and the teacher is like, they play, what's the name of that thing? It's it's like a learning tool, but you can I forget what the app is called, but they even have they're doing classwork
Yeah.
on their phones or taking pictures or of their classwork, and she can't.
Yeah. For me, um I feel like teenagers need a phone because of the things that are going on at schools now. They're out. You just don't know. You just don't know.
Mm,
And I feel like you can monitor now. They have certain apps where you can control, can monitor. Um,
right.
and I do feel like at a certain time, the phone should be off. It should be off, or you can shut it off, whatever the case may be.
Mm,
I'm not saying they need an iPhone 13 or the latest phone,
right.
but some way that you can communicate with them. And
Mm,
like I said, a lot of things now they're doing online. You
mm,
may be able to use your phone or your iPad, your tablet, whatever the case may be. So I it's kind of, to me, it's like an isolation thing too.
right.
So I don't agree with not giving they don't need a smartphone. Like I said, you can get them any type of phone. I just think this is just a bit much.
To the extreme.
Yeah, it's a thumbs down for me.
Yeah, I think it's kind of to the extreme as well, especially since you can put certain parameters on it.
You definitely can.
And if it is causing them to to miss things in school.
Yeah.
You already have a kid, because I think the one that was in dance class, she was already having problems being social with people.
Yeah.
And then that can also cause her, cause you to feel left out.
Yeah.
But I'm big on the safety part of it, because
Yes.
with a phone, you're able to track them, you know what's going on, you know where they are.
Hmm.
So I think that it's kind of a safety thing for me. When my
Yeah.
kids were, I think they were in like middle school,
Hmm.
and they did have, because they would walk home,
Yeah.
and it was a safety thing. So if, and not that, and it's not always that you can't trust your kid. It's sometimes you don't trust the world around them.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think it's a bit extreme, but
It
hey,
is.
to each his own.
Yeah, and we have to be careful too. If you shelter them too much, when they're able to really, when they turn 18, that's why
Yeah.
some kids just go from like this mild child to like, there's life, you know?
Yeah.
Because we can shelter and we want to protect our kids. Believe me, we want to keep them innocent as long as possible.
Hmm.
But there are so many things set up now, like you said, where we can do that. So this is a
Yeah.
thumbs down for me.
Yeah, I think it was a bit extreme. It's a long, long thing. I don't know why I put all this stuff on here. It's like 15 slides.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What's the next? Okay. Okay. Y'all ready? Get your thumbs. Get your thumbs. You ready?
What's next? I saw this and I saw it and I did like I said somebody gonna be crazy enough to do it. This is one fashion statement that I do not want to make. But believe it or not, this was based on an entire fashion show
Mm-hmm.
with outfits like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thumbs down for me.
Girl,
Yeah.
this ain't just a thumbs down. This is a
What in the world
all
are
the
you
things
thinking?
that, yeah, like this is another example of taking something to the extreme.
That is past the extreme. Like,
Why?
yeah. And
You
it
mad
looks
or
like the
no?
model has on like shoulder pads. How imagine you walking around like this all day. Just walking around like this all day.
Hey, how are you?
We're talking. Hey.
Hey there. He looks like the shrunk, the head got shrunk. Beetlejuice.
I
Yeah.
can't with you. Thumbs down.
Yeah,
No,
this is stupid. That's all
it
I gotta
is.
say.
I'm
That's
gonna buy you
ugly.
and Tamiko matching outfits like that.
Yep, and we're gonna buy you one too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
enough.
All right. Let's go.
The little boy, his teacher gave him an award, and the award was called the Monkey Award. And um, the teacher thought it was funny. It was entertaining to give this child the Monkey Award. It's
So
go ahead.
so here's it's a whole bunch wrong with this for me.
Hmm.
So first of all, we are here in so we see there in Mississippi.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's one. All right. And not that it's right anywhere. It's wrong
Hmm.
everywhere. But just trying to put some context with it. All right. So here we are, we're in Mississippi. Um, so the teacher gave him the Monkey Award
Hmm.
for entertaining others. I'm sorry, ma'am. Say what now?
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
Yeah. And
Really?
She had no prior knowledge of Black people being called monkeys.
So where have you been all your entire life? And you're a teacher? And what this boy, he's how old is he? He's in elementary school.
Elementary
He's probably
school.
about what, 8, 9,
Yeah, I was gonna say
10?
about 8. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure that you're not 11 or 7 or 5. You're an adult
Yeah.
and you're a teacher. And what do you mean you've never heard of anybody, the reference of Black people, the bad reference of them being called monkeys, and you
Yeah.
know the negative implications that it has? You're a teacher.
Yeah. 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 That's why it's important to listen to the kids when they're younger and they're talking. And pay attention to certain things. This can really scar him for life. Sabrina said, "Child, let that have been mine." um, yeah, that's why we have to pay attention. But um, the fact that you feel like you can take one child and make him the butt of all jokes, that's a problem to me. That's a problem to me.
Yeah, because I mean, usually when you're talking about monkeys, regardless, you're talking about something that is not a nice thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And because you say, "Oh, you so goofy, you so silly," for entertaining others.
Yeah.
What's that even mean?
Yeah.
Like, what's that even mean?
Mm-hmm. That she thought it
Ma'am,
was okay.
ma'am, seriously? And then you're going to say, "Oh, I had no prior," but you had no prior knowledge about the racial stereotypes associated with calling Black people monkeys. Then you've been living under a rock. Or are you a monkey? You
Yeah.
didn't know. Did you say I apologize?
I
Did
wanted to find out what was the outcome because this made national news. This happened in Mississippi, but it did make national news. The fact that this award was given to this black child.
That's right.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be given to any child, but especially
No.
it shouldn't be given to no Black child, especially with all the stereotypes and the negative things that he already has it hard enough. And then you want to throw this on and you want to throw this on this baby? No.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna show you who the monkey is.
Behave yourself.
I apologize. Let me calm
Behave.
down. Let me calm down because I don't like it when people mess with babies.
Yeah, I
You know what
agree.
I'm saying? And especially like here you are, you are an educator. You're an educator. And at what point do you even really think that that's okay? If
Mhm.
he was, even if you were to say, okay, he's entertaining because she said she gave it to him for entertaining others. Well, then give him a Grammy, a Emmy, a whatever,
Mhm.
one of those things.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot of educating that has to be done.
And I really hope that she was reprimanded for this
Yeah. I'm
because
gonna find
yeah,
out.
no,
Yeah, I'm gonna
you
find
can't.
out.
Yeah, no, you can't. And you're starting this in elementary school.
Yeah.
And I mean, in whose right mind?
Yeah.
Even yeah, this made me mad. So this is definitely a thumbs down
Mhm.
for me. And yeah, it's really made me angry.
Yep.
And if the school district has allowed this, but even in on that subject with the school district and like down in Florida, down in the South, down there in Florida, they're trying to take out anything that makes white people look negative. So they want to just erase slavery because it makes them look bad. Well, your ancestors shouldn't have did it, and it's a part of history now. And you can't just erase something because it makes you look bad.
Yeah, and we have to do it. It goes back to what's done at home. We have to educate our children. Yes, they go to school. That's the school's responsibility. That's what they're there for. But we have to educate at home too.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah, there are so many museums here. I know in DC, every state has museums. We have to begin to teach our children and educate them outside of school. And so many people just say, "Oh, they go to school. That's for them to do. I'm not going to." No, you have to teach your child at home too.
Well, yeah, I mean, because really, if you look at it, until you get to maybe if you go to an HBCU, then you will get a real Black history class.
Yeah.
Right. Or if you get a real Black history teacher. But even with that, like there's so many stipulations that they have to follow this certain guideline. Like they're trying to, it's either we're going to educate the kids the correct way or we're not.
Yeah.
My problem with that is that yes, we still need to educate them at home, because for real, when I was in school, the only thing that we learned about Black history in school, we learned it in February, and the only people that we knew was Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
That's all that they talk about.
Yeah.
But now they may talk about a little bit other stuff, but my problem with this is that you cannot erase things just because they make you look bad or and it's not, and I'm not even gonna say that makes you feel bad, because you know what I'm saying, it's making you look bad, so you want to erase it. No, then erase all the crap that y'all try to put on Black people.
The opinions expressed on the show are those of Angie and not of those of Renee.
Yeah, it's not. And Angie's gonna stop because she mad.
Yes, Angie is gonna stop. We gonna move on. We gonna move on.
I'm gonna pray.
Yes.
Lord help me.
I'm gonna pray we gonna pray together.
The Bible says I can be angry, just sin not.
Exactly.
So I have not sinned.
Okay.
I didn't eat any shrimp, and I don't have on a wig.
You know what? And I didn't have the have the other stuff you talk about either.
What we got? My braids, dog, girl.
Oh yeah, you got your braids. Wow, we've been on an hour, so it's time to wrap it up for tonight.
Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and we can wrap it up. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, we can go ahead and we can wrap it up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, it was a good show tonight. Good thumbs up, thumbs down show. Thank y'all for watching and chiming in and commenting and thumbs up, thumbs down. Enjoyed it tonight. Yeah.
Yes, I really did enjoy. I enjoyed everybody giving their as First Lady said, their 2 cents. She said it's my 2 cents. But yes, I appreciate everybody, giving their feedback.
Yeah.
We love it when we can, interact.
Yes,
we do.
We do. So thank you all for watching. We will not be on next week. We will be back the following week. And we have a really great show planned for when we come back.
Oh yes, I am so excited about that show. Like I know it's going to be awesome.
It is. It is. Yeah. We are going to be talking about adoption, and we have a couple on who has adopted 2 children, and they're sharing their story. You just have to watch. You have to tune in. We're going to be digging into a lot of stuff. And I'm just happy that they're going to be with us. We are happy.
So why aren't we on next week?
I have an interview next week. Yes, on so I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is it gonna be? It's gonna be live, right?
It is live. Yes, on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. So we have to make sure that we post it so that we all can watch. So yeah. So for those of you who would be watching Angie and Renee next week, let's watch Renee on her doing her interview. Let's support her. We have to support one another.
Yes, we do.
So I know that it's going to be great. She has some wonderful things to share with the world. And so, yes. So we're truly excited about that.
Yes. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes. So
So we'll see you all the following Thursday.
2 weeks. 2
Yes.
weeks. Yeah. Have a good one.